Hello students, yesterday in my first lecture we read about what is democracy. So in that we read how democracy works and why we call it democracy. So now today we will read about the topic why democracy. So why democracy? Argument in favor or argument against the democracy. So first argument against democracy. So what happened in democracy? Leaders keep changing in a democracy. Means after every 5 years, the leaders are changing in a democracy, or due to that, instability exists in the democracy. Then second point is democracy is all about political competition and power. In democracy, what happened? All the leaders fight, you can say contest the election only for getting the power. So it is one type of political competition. Then third argument against is elected leaders do not always know the best interest of the people. With the leader who is elected by the people, he has no idea about the interest of the people. And fourth point, democracy leads to corruption, for it is based on electoral system. In a democracy, what happens? It gives chance to corruption. Reason? Because it is completely electoral competition. Everybody want to win the election and become the part of Indian politics. And fifth one is ordinary people do not know what is good for them and they should not decide anything. So ordinary people, those who are uneducated, they had no idea about the leaders, about their characters, about their behavior, about their work. So only they cast their vote. So that's why many people are not agreed with the democracy. So that's why these are the arguments against the democracy. But there are arguments in favor of democracy, like argument for democracy. First, democratic government more accountable and better for our government. Means in a democratic government, people elected the representative. Now representative is completely responsible for the betterment of the people. This is first point. Second point, it improves the quality of decision making. If the leader is elected by the people, certainly whatever decision he will take, he keep in mind about the welfare of the public. Then it enhances the dignity of citizens. Because the representative, the MLA, the MP are elected by the people and they take part in the decision making. So due to that, the dignity of the citizen is enhanced, increases. उनकी dignity बढ़ती है. क्यों बढ़ती है? क्योंकि वो representative को elect करते हैं. Then democracy allow us to correct our mistake. In democracy, every leader, every representative has right to improve his mistakes, or you can say learn something from his mistake. If this year he is doing a mistake, next time in next election, after winning the next election, certainly he will improve whatever mistake he had done in his previous tenure. And fifth one is democracy provides method to deal with differences and conflicts. Means in our country, what happened? Different caste and religious people are living. So they all are living in a peaceful manner. It happened only in our country. Yeah, it happened only in a democratic country. Clear? So after that, broader meaning of democracy. What is the broader meaning of democracy? First one is the democratic government is representative government. Nowadays, every country we have, yeah, you can say in most of the countries of the world we have representative government, means the government which is elected by the participation of people. Then majority is allowed to take decision on behalf of the people, and these representatives are taking decision on the behalf of the people. Why? Because people elected them. They cast their vote in favor of their favorable leader, and naturally leaders are elected by citizens. So this point clear by this point. Leaders are elected by the participation of people. Clear? So thank you. In my next lecture, I will tell you more about the campus. Bye.